Good morning and welcome to the sample calculation part of measurement of viscosity. Before this one, please go through the video for experiment. Here we are discussing about the observations and sample calculations. So the observations are made with different temperatures like this. Here the 29 degrees Celsius has taken us the room temperature, and time for collecting 50 ml of oil is recorded as 107 seconds. So the redwood second is 107 here. There is no change. Then we are increasing the temperature of the oil by switching on the heater and agitating the water around the liquid or the oil. So next we have taken a temperature of 36 degree. Next is 43 degree. Another one is 49 degree, and finally it is 56 degrees. So 5 sets of readings. And the time for collecting 50 cc of oil has recorded as like this. So this is experimental part, and we have got two types of viscometers in our redwood viscometers in our lab. It is redwood viscometer number 1 and 2. So there are two constants associated with these viscometers, that is constant A and constant B. So if we are using redwood viscometer number 1, from 34 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, this one is the constants, and above 100 degrees Celsius, this one is a constant. But in our case, we have taken redwood viscometer number 2, so we have to take a constant of constant A as 0.0026 and constant B as 1.12 for our calculations. The sample calculation has two parts. The first part, we have to determine the density of the liquid, and next one we have to determine the viscosities, that is kinematic viscosity and absolute viscosity. So in the first part, we needed to determine the viscosity of the oil and viscosity of the oil at our experimentation temperature. That is important. So for determining the density of oil, we have to measure the weight of the oil. So for that, first we will have a bottle, that is a measuring bottle. So first, using a spring balance or a beam balance, we are determining the weight of the jar which contains the oil. Then we are taking 50 ml of oil in that jar, and its weight is taken, that is M2. First mass was M1. Then the difference between M1 and M2 gives the weight of the oil in grams. So density of oil at room temperature is equal to mass by volume. So this mass divided by volume is 50 ml. So that is we will get the mass of density of the oil in gram per cc. And this density is at room temperature. By heating, what is happening, the density of the oil is getting changed. So we need to find the density of oil at our experimental temperature, because for each trials we are using different temperatures. So for each temperature we have to separately calculate the density at that temperature. So that is given by this equation. Rho A is equal to, rho is the density of oil at room temperature, is equal to 1 minus beta into T minus, actually this one T minus TA. So T is our experimental temperature and TA is the room temperature, and beta is given as coefficient of cubical expansion, and that value is given as 0.0007 Kelvin raised to minus 1. So this is a value for beta. So you have to substitute the value of beta and T and TA into this equation, and you have to find out the corresponding value of rho for each trials. So after determining the rho, we have to determine the kinematic viscosity. So the kinematic viscosity of a viscometer is given by this equation. A, capital A, that is the constant A, into T. T is the time in seconds, minus B divided by T. A into T minus B divided by T. So in this equation we have to use constant A for this value is wrong. Don't use this value. Constant A as per the chart for the viscometer 2 and constant value of constant B for the viscometer 2. This is also wrong. And this is actually directly our kinematic viscosity is available in Stokes. This one is also wrong. Don't use this 10 raised to 4. So what is the value given by this equation? That is in Stokes. Because Stokes is in CGS system, so we are following the CGF system here. So the reading given or the value given directly by this equation is in Stokes. Next, we have to find the absolute velocity. We know that absolute velocity is equal to kinematic viscosity into density. So here also we are using the density in gram per cc, and that is also in CGS system. So we will get the value directly in poise. So poise is also a unit in CGS system. So after determining the kinematic viscosity and absolute viscosity for each set of readings, we needed to plot a graph, that is redwood seconds, kinematic viscosity and absolute viscosity against temperature.